Hi everyone, it's Jenny, Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. We're on YouTube and Instagram at Joey143Jenny, and we're on Facebook at Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. Adjust you a little bit here. Okay, so I wanted to share a few things, and then I have got to make a few more things to go in these fall journals. I think because I'm doing 3 at a time, I'm just running out of stuff. So, but first I want to share a few things again from the retreat. So these were the table. This is where you could see where you were going to sit. And remember I told you it was called Pizza and Pajamas. It was kind of a slumber party theme. So isn't this adorable? And then here was our agenda for Friday and Saturday. It was so sweet. So you always knew exactly where you were going to be. And then the lights go out that the night that we don't go home, just whenever the last person leaves, and you have to, take the responsibility of turning off all the lights and secure the room. So it's on there as well. And then here was our menu. So isn't this just the sweetest, greatest idea to give everybody all the information? Because Julie, who leads this, does do announcements about midday the first day. However, some people are traveling in and don't get there until later, or they have to work and they come after work that first day. So this is just really nice to keep everybody on the same track. I just love it. So I'll be breaking it down and making pockets in my personal journal. Margaret at the retreat gave me this. I had never seen anything. No, not Margaret. Oh my gosh, I can't remember her name. If anyone's on that can tell me who gave this to me, I cannot remember her name. I'm going to try to figure it out. But it's called a Pick Me Up. I don't know, has anybody ever seen one of these? It's from Silhouette. On this end, it has a little scraper. If you've glued something down, you need to scrape it off. Now this person was a person that does cards, so she uses those little dots. I don't really use the dots or anything, so that would be a good thing to scrape the dots off. And then here's a little pokey tool. Both of these were great back scratchers for me. Then this one is the pick up part, and basically the lid comes off. Used a little bit of it. It's kind of like that white stuff that you stick on the wall to put something, but you just twist it. I got this right? Yeah, you just twist it a little bit and it comes out. And then if you have like a little scrap or something, let's see. Let me grab a scrap. And like with me, with my short nails, things are kind of hard to pick up. And basically what would happen is, let's see if I can get you in there. So basically what would happen is I would smish it to pick it up, but this, you just pick it up like that. Isn't that awesome? And then it sharpens as you, or not sharpens, but feeds it as you turn it, I guess. So yeah, that is so fun. I'll be using that, so I'm setting that, close by. I have this pen out so I don't forget to sign my journals. Put that there. What else? One of the girls brought a bunch of deposit slips, and I trimmed off the bank information. I just liked it a little bit better without the bank info. They weren't super old or anything, and it was still existing, so I thought, well, I'll just trim it off and then we can use it for anything. So I have those. I still have these from, to cover and do things with, and so that's going to be good. But what I wanted to do today, and I'm going to back you back out a little bit, is I wanted to stamp these and make cards and pockets with them. I have two, but I feel like we're going to be good to get one done. So I was at the Thursday before retreat. I went to the Dollar Tree in our little town, and there is a really little, well, it's a fine size. It's a little thrift store. And they had a bunch of stuff at 75% off. So I had a whole box, I bought a whole box of these. Aren't they nice? Just white. I had never even seen white. A whole box of these were $3 and they were 75% off. So what a deal that is, huh? So my thought is I am just going to stamp. I'm just going to stamp and then I'm going to cut it apart. But I think let's keep it closed for right now because I don't have a lot of room here. So that's basically it. I'm just going to stamp and go and kind of in a kind of a collage type of way, I think. I don't know that I'll use the green much. I'll put it back and get the orange out. Ooh, I said it right. Okay. Yeah, and just kind of see how it goes. So this one I got in the donate pile, and I was looking at it. It has a lot of neat little things in it. So it has these little splots, which is super fun. These leaves are neat, and then just some script. That's really fun. So I'll definitely be using those. Then I got out, oh, and this was in the donate pile too, so I thought I'd check and see how that does. Maybe we'll get that set out and just kind of compare. This is one I got at, I don't even know where I got that. I mean, a thrift store or something. These I did purchase one time. Oh my gosh, probably 20 plus, well, it says 2003, so 20 years ago. I didn't even know anything about Stampin' Up, but somebody had had a party, and I didn't even know they had parties for stamps, and I went and felt bad that I didn't buy any, wasn't interested in anything, but I thought these stamps were pretty, and I don't even know. I maybe have used them once or twice, barely. So I thought, well, that'll be good. And then just script and numbers. Script and numbers. Don't know where I got that. This I think I ordered on Amazon. So let's get started. I have this just to stamp off on if need be. I am interested in trying these. See if I have a block big enough without getting a big block out. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty. Has a lot of veins to it. Maybe I should try to zoom you in a little bit. Can you see the veins? It's really cool. Yeah, so I didn't have a lot of time today, but I'm definitely needing to get these journals done. I need to, and I want to be able to sell them if anyone is interested. I also want to give, I've made 3, so I want to be able to give one away, for Thanksgiving. So that one I skipped. You can see it's kind of a little bit blurry there, but that's okay because we're going to stamp all over this thing. Okay, maybe one more, and then I'm just going to stamp it off. Let's try this guy. Let's just see, and let's try our new stamp pad. I feel like it's getting ink on it, so yeah. It's a little more cartoony, you know what I mean? It's not exact natural looking, but it's cute, and I think it'll be just fine for this project. So eventually this will begin to overlap. Let's go one more here. So that one is not my favorite, but I mean, it's okay. Let's try one of these. Look at how pretty that is. So that's blue. It's set black, but it actually is blue. So I don't know if the lid's got messed up. I wonder if I should write blue on there. Blue isn't really a color for fall. Blue. Hopefully I can see that next time. Not black. Blue. Okay. Well, I needed a blue one. I just don't want it on the, I don't need it here. All right, let's see what this one looks like. That's pretty. I think I have it upside down though. I'll put it every which way so. So Joey went hunting this weekend, and he got back yesterday, and I had cooked a roast, had a roast in the crock pot for when he got home, so he was pretty happy about that. It smelled so good. And then, do you guys ever use those Rhodes, Rhodes, the bread, the frozen bread, or the rolls? Do you guys ever use that? Oh, so good. Well, anyways, you have to let it rise. It's frozen, so you let it rise. I had it rise, rising all day, and then put it in the oven. So we had that, and we had the roast, potatoes, carrots, and a salad. And I mean, it was a Sunday dinner for sure. And I think we're going to have leftovers tonight, which I'm pretty excited about. Oh, I did that upside down again too. So let's put one more and then flip it. I like that. I like the detail in these. So I will be cutting this up, and I don't know why I'm not getting a full picture, but I will be cutting this up so it will, gather some of everything. And I do want to put some orange. I'm a little bit nervous about the orange because it's so bright. But we will see what happens. Okay, maybe just a couple more. Okay, I really like that. So far, I really like these stamps. How about if we use the orange with this one? This little flower here. I probably have a yellow somewhere too. I don't know where, but somewhere. I mean, I have a thing of stamp pads. I should just look and see. Oh, that adds a little color, doesn't it? Yeah. So the plan is to cut this and make little folders out of it. Follow the folder line here at the very bottom. And then trim down just a little bit because I don't want them this tall. And what I trim then would become pockets or tags. That's the plan. Okay. All right. Yeah, that turned out okay, I think. Okay, what else? How about this little guy? And I wonder if my vintage photo would give a different brown. I did, I think I left it, I think it fell open while I was traveling. So we'll see. Let's try it here. It's okay. It's faint. I tried to revive it. Well, it's okay. But it definitely either needs to be re-inked, or I tried to revive it with a little spritz of water. It needs re-inked, or it's old. It really is old. So it could just be like on its last, Okay. There we go. So now we're overlapping a little bit. Okay, but I don't think we're going to use that. I need to get that thing fixed. Okay, what else? how about we use this script, and I think I'm going to do it in, I think I'm going to do it in black. I'll put this in here because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that back yet. So we have relatives coming in this week. I think I mentioned that my mom hasn't been feeling well. So some grandchildren are coming in to see her. Yeah, so one will be staying with me when she's not at grandma's, and one will be staying with, one and his son will be staying with my daughter who lives in town too. So I'm excited to see them, and I'm happy that they're coming to see Graham, and I'm happy that she's going to get to see them. You know, it's important for everybody. So I wish flights weren't so stinking expensive because, you know, I'd really love to have all of the grands here and all of the greats. I'd love to see them. I know my mom would just absolutely love it. So, but it's just, you know, these are young people, of course, you know, and starting out, you know, kind of in the beginning of their lives, and who has the money for all of that when you have when you have children, and okay, or they're, you know, in college, and you know, so maybe what I will do is get that green out and just put a touch of green. Touch of green. Yeah, I think it blends fine. I just didn't want it to be too spring looking because with the colors, you know, since we're going to use it in this journal that is the Fall Bounty. I like this little round shape. It's cute. Adds a little bit of different design element to the whole situation. It looks, you know, it looks like you've covered every single thing, but then when you really look, you're like, oh, it's so bare right there. Okay, yeah, that was a really fun one. Paris, it says. Let's try this little dot thing. Let's do it in this brown. Let's see. I feel like we need something. Let's do it in the brown and see what happens. It's kind of fun. Splatter or mold, whatever you want to call it. It's funny. But I think what I'm going to do is switch over to black. Yeah. Kind of gives it a little bit more. You can see it just a little bit better. I like it. It's neat. This is a really fun set. It's from Stampin' Up! French Foliage, it says. That was in the donate at the retreat. I'm telling you, so many great things, and this group of ladies are so generous in sharing. It's like everybody brings Happy Mail and just puts it on a table, and then you just pick whatever makes you happy type of thing. Okay. I like it. I like it. Okay, let's put that one back. And maybe we'll add a number or something. Let's try that. So I'm just going to stamp today, and then we will make things out of it when I come back. How about a 3? How about a 37? I don't know why, but how's about it? Oh, I think that's fun. Yeah, that's super fun. Okay. How about a 5, 0, 5, 0, 1. 501 always reminds me of Levi's, the Levi button-up fly, because when I was in high school, I worked at a farm store. Well, it was in town, and it was for the time contemporary, but it had been a farm store, and so they still carried things that the farmers and their wives, you know, would wear or use. And 501 was, of course, the most popular. And then the 517s came. They were the boot cut zipper zipper fly. Oh my gosh. And I loved working there. I was in high school. I loved it. I loved when the farmers and their wives came in. The women, we still at that place carried the old hosiery, you know, like the really thick cotton hosiery that you had to wear the garter with, the real thick ones. And they would come in, and it was the ones that had the feet, you know, the heel and the toe reinforcement, and it had that in it. These things were so thick. And that's what they, you know, they still wore even back then. You know, they still wore those, and they would come in, the ladies would come and buy them, and I loved helping them. I just thought that was so fun. Just nostalgic, you know. I'm just going every which way to try to catch a number here or there when I cut it. Two things I can't find. I can't find my walnut, I think it's called Walnut Stain Ranger ink, and I cannot find those little tabs that we made with the eyelets. Can't find them. I'm sure they're going to show up. I took them to the retreat, and I don't know how I packed them, repacked them back. I don't know where they're at. So, hope I find them soon, because they're all autumn. Okay, I think the numbers turned out. Now all I'm going to do is a little bit more text, and then I think I'm done with it. And then I'll cut it up, probably in another video, because I need to get going and go see my mom. So I think I'll just leave that on there. Okay, so brown can get covered up. Should we do some green? Let's do some. Let's see what that looks like. That's kind of fun. I'm going to turn the page a little bit to kind of get some spaces. I like it. I think it's neat. Kind of just fills in a little bit. Now, when I make these, I might put like a little cutout, so a fussy cut from Junk Journal Studio, or I might, yeah, probably a fussy cut, a stamp, or something like that. And then I'll vintage photo the edges because I do want it to kind of blend in with the rest of it. But it'll either give a nice writing space, or it'll give a really nice spot for us to put a tag or a journal card. Okay, very good. Well, I'm happy with it. I like that, you know, this is a project that you can do and doesn't take a whole lot of time, so that you can get right in and use it. Or, you know, if you don't have a lot of time and you have to do your project like me today in a couple of different sittings, then, you know, you can do this part and have a little relaxing moment, and then you can cut it up and do the next part, you know, when you get 10 or 15 minutes to do that. Stamp this off here. That green really picked up. Nothing a little black ink won't cure in a little while. Okay, everyone. Well, gosh, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'm doing this. And we'll cut it up in the next one or two next videos and see what she looks like, and see what we can do to get that journal, both of those journals filled, so we can get them on their way to their new homes. And so we can get Christmas going, right? I know I keep saying that. I'm very excited. Well, just remember, we pray blessings over you, and we want you to know that you're so loved. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.